أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما آمين يا رب العالمين. Welcome to lesson number 81 of Ilmul Nahu class. Today inshallah we are going to continue with ayah number 24. So let's begin inshallah. حتى إذا رأوا ما يوعدون فسيعلمون من أضعف ناصر وأقل عددا. The disbelievers continue until when they see that which they are promised, then they will know who is weaker in helpers and less in number. As always, we are going to break down the ayah into its core elements, ism, fail, and harf. And in this ayah, ayah number 24, this is a warning that when people see the punishment they were warned about, they will realize who is truly weaker in help and fewer in number. This ayah is serving as a reminder that rejecting Allah's guidance leads to regret and that true power belongs to Allah alone. So this whole verse is just highlighting the certainty of Allah's promise and the weakness of those who oppose the truth when the consequences finally appear. So the disbelievers continue, and until when they see that which they are promised, then they will know who is weaker in helpers and less in number. So let's continue with its surf first. As we see, all these elements are highlighted as ism, fail, and harf. Sim are all green, fail are the red, and the harf, the huruf are blue. So we see three verbs, three fail, ra'o, yuaduna, fasayalamuna. So the first verb is ra'o, that is from ra, hamza, and ya. It has two irregularities, hamza and the ya. That means it is from hamuz and motal. It is going to apply both the rules of the mahmuz and motal, that is the naqis, because the last root letter is harf illa. It is ra'a and yara, the family one, because we do not see any extra letter and we do not see its faili mudari starting with the dhamma, so that means it is a family one, ra'a yara. So and the root letters are ra, hamza, and ya. From fataha yaftahu family, it is faili madi hum, because this wow is telling us that it is the hum version, that means they see. So and it is also Fele Madi, because we do not see any alama of the Fele Mudari here. Then we have the next word, that is you aduna. You aduna, that means they are promised. They are promised, as the translation is telling us, that it is the majhul, it is not the malum. It is not Fele Mudari malum, but it is Fele Mudari majhul. And as we do not see any extra letter, so that means it is a family one. Wa'ada ya'idu. Wa'ada ya'idu. Wa'ada ya'idu. Root letters are waw, ain, and dal. Because the first root letter is the harf illa, that means it is from misal, motal, and also it is from daraba yadribu family, because this is telling us ain is with the kasra is telling us that this is daraba yadribu. Daraba yadribu, and it is applying the rules of the misal. That is, here we see some changes, but because it is our basic surf class, we are Nahu class, we are not going to go into detail. It is you aduna, and it is fairly mudari majhul, because wa'ada ya'idu wu'ida yu'adu. So yu'adu, here the waw comes back, so yu'aduna is the home version, and it is fairly mudari majhul, and that means they are promised. Then we have Sayalamuna, Ain, Lam, and Mim, the root letters from Alima Yalamu, and it is, we know that it is so from Samia Yasmo family, that means then they will know, because the scene is telling us that this is pushing this fi'l mudari into future tense. So فَسَيَعْلَمُونَ, that means then they will know, and it is from Alima family, root letters Ain, Lam, and Meen, and it is Alima Ya'lamu, and that means then they will know. So this is just a quick serve for ayah number 24. We found three verbs, ra'aw, yu'aduna, and sayalamuna, all on the pattern of whom, because it is addressing disbelievers. The disbelievers continue. Ra'aw, yu'aduna, sayalamuna. Two of them are fi'l mudari, while the one is the fi'l madi. Fi'l mudari, we see here the ya. The presence of the ya is telling us that this is the fi'l mudari, because we know the NAHW acronym, Noon, Hamza, Ya, and Ta. This tells us that these are the signs. These four letters are the signs of the fi'l mudari. So let's continue now with its Iraq. Here we see حتى إذا رأوا ما يوعدون فسيعلمون من عدف ناصر وأقل عددا. Hatta is harf ibtada wa ghaya. That means it is telling us about the beginning and the ending. Means the disbelievers continue until. That means telling us the end. It is the ghaya. Ibtada, beginning, and ghaya is the ending. So disbelievers continue until. So it is hatta harf ibtada wa ghaya. This is advanced term, and I just introduce it because we are going to see this term for hatta in most of the classical the Arab books. Then we have Iza is Zarf. Again, it is telling us about the time. Zarf lima yastaqbil, because it is about the mustaqbil, about the future. Tense mabni al sukun fi mahalli nasab maf'ul fihi. Maf'ul fihi, because it is telling us when. So maf'ul fihi gives the answer for when. So just remember that this is the zarf telling us about the future tense. Like in this translation, we see the disbelievers continue until hatta, when they see that which they were promised, when they are going to see which they were promised. So ra'aw fi'l madi mabni ala dam al muqaddar li tu'azzir, and here li tu'azzir we have because of the impossibility of pronouncing it. We know that's where we see tu'azzir. And because this is, as I already mentioned, this is yara, and it is an irregular verb, because we have the irregularity in its root letters. So that we are going to not go into detail of this Arab. Just remember that this is a quite unique word because of its irregularity in its root letters in itself, and that is lituazir. That means because of the impossibility of pronouncing the Arab of this word. So this is wow, because it has this alif al farqa. We know alif al farqa because it tells us the farak, the difference between waw al jamaa and the this file wow. So that is why this is how we know that this is not a root letter when we see this alif al farika with the waw. So this waw is the min muttasim mabni fi mahalli rafa file, and waw is with the alif. This alif is alif al farika, and this waw is the min muttasil, and this is not uh, here also see here it is written litisali biwal jama, which is not written here because there will be two vowels here, because this is the home version. So we have the vowel of the root letter, and also the vowel of here you can see not the root letter, but because of the siga, and also of the vowel jama. So here you see this. Here it is Alif al Farqa given to tell us that this is not the root letter, but this is for vowel jama'a. So then we have this ma, ism mawsul mabni ala sukun fi mahalli nasab maf'ul bihi, and this is like hatta iza ra'u ma yu'aduna. The disbelievers continue until when they see that which they are promised. Ra'u ma yu'aduna. Then what is going to happen? فَسَيَعْلَمُونَ يُوَدُونَ is فعل مضارع مجهول as mentioned because which they were promised it is فعل مجهول, it is not فعل معلوم, it is مجهول, and it is مرفوع بثبوت النون. And we know that when فعل مجهول is given because to emphasize that that uh, we already know the doer, they will be like they will see that what they have been promised by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Mostly we see this fi'l madi or fi'l mudari majhool in the Quran, like when mostly we see that majhul means when the doer is not known. But in the Quran, we have seen that the mudari majhul or fi'l madi majhul siga is used when we already know the doer, and that is no, that is it is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like here, the disbeliever are going to see what they were promised. So who is going to show them? It is Allah subhanahu who is going to show them that what they were promised. So that is why to give the importance to its word that it is like you can say it is used to give the emphasis in the sentence as well. So fairly mudari majhul, it is marfu bisubut noon. The presence of the noon is telling us that this is marfu, and dropping of the noon tells us that it is in the mansoob state or it is in the majzoom state. So a file damir muttasil mabni fi mahalli rafa, and it is naib file because when we have the majhul siga, we do not have file, but we have the naib file. So now, فَسَيَعْلَمُونَ is then creating a shart here. فعل مضارع مرفوع بثبوت النون, and it is this all is telling us that the disbelievers continue until when they see that which they were promised, then they will know who is weaker. Means then they are going to see that who is weaker in helpers and less in number. So this is فعل مضارع مرفوع بثبوت نون and الواو ضمير متصل مبني في محل رفع فاعل. Then now it has the معلوم صيغة here. They are going to see and they will know that who is going to be lesser in number and weaker in helpers. So man adafu is khabar, and it is like we can say it is the comparative form, like who is weaker is the comparative, and it is we know that it is from the superlatives and comparatives that we learn in family one, that there are sigas for superlatives and the comparative. So it is on the akbaru and أصغر صيغة أضعف. So خبر من من, and it is مرفوع علامة رفعه الضمة ظاهرة على آخره. So here this is من هدف ناصرا وأقل عددا. So now let's continue. ناصرا is تمييز منصوب بالفتحة, and it is تمييز. We know that it also gives us the detail, or it gives another like it tells us about the hal, or it tells us about what they are like you can say it is a clause that gives us more detail about the previous detail, or about the previous information, that like it is an addition to the information, like because we haven't covered the tamyiz yet, so you can say it is an extra information given in the sentence. So here we see when they see that which they are promised, then they will know who is weaker in helpers, like who is weaker in what, in helpers, and less in number. So like mostly it is tamiz is used for the telling us the numbers like this. So here you can see as it is giving us the like who is weaker in what, weaker in number, and like that is why we are seeing that saying that this is tamiz, because it is giving the extra information about like who is weaker in what sense, in what manner. So in the manner of the helpers and in the number. So that is tamiz. Tamiz mansub bil fatha. Wa qallu, it is matuf bil waw, and it is same as adafu nasiran and aqallu adada. So this both are like attached with harf of at. So matuf ali and matuf with the harf of at, and they are giving us the information about who is that the disbelievers are going to know that what they are promised, that who is the weaker in helpers and less in number. Adafu Nasiran and Aqallu Adada. So this is the era for ayah number 24. And inshallah, I'm going to, this is just advanced era for all the Jumla, because we haven't done the overall Jumlas, learned about overall Jumlas and how to put the Arab for or give the Arab for all these. So this is just when there is sheer, remember that we'll at least learn that when there is sheer, so we have the sentences like la mahalla laha min al-i'rab, like and when we have sila and silatul mosul, so silatul mosul is also la mahalla laha min al-i'rab. So that means it doesn't have itself any place in the jumla. Like individually, you can put the i'rab or grammatical meaning to any word, but overall, the whole sentence is going to be la mahalla laha min al-i'rab, because it is the silatul mosul of the sila. And here it is man and ma. So all of it after man and ma is going to be the silatul mosul, and it is la mahalla laha min al-i'rab, and it has no grammatical position or space here place in the sentence. So this is ayah number 24. Inshallah, I'll see you in the next session. Barakallahu li wa lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.